Nature has a way sometimes of reminding man of just how small he is. She occasionally throws up the terrible offsprings of our pride and carelessness to remind us of how puny we really are, in the face of a tornado, an earthquake, or a Godzilla. The reckless ambitions of man are often dwarfed by their dangerous consequences. For now, Godzilla, that strangely innocent and tragic monster, has gone to Earth. Whether he returns or not, or is never seen again by human eyes, the things he has taught us remain.
Alrighty, up first we're going to talk about the Memorial Box tag. It's already in this nice little plastic baggie, so we're only going to have to sleeve it once. As we can see, Godzilla 1984, 50th anniversary, 1954 through 2004, number 16. So we're just gonna do this, give it a good old slide into the top loader, where it will remain for the rest of its days. Kinda like how I'm doomed to roam the rest of my days up here in this second floor apartment with poor AC ventilation, sweating my ass off after I've just showered under a lot of heat and a whole bunch of photography lighting. I have a great life ahead of me. But now we can talk about the figure, and holy moly! Fantastic, magnificent, the best, some, including myself, would say. Truly, the Memorial Box 1984 figure is utterly magnificent, dude. Oh, get ready, everybody. Crack your knuckles, because it's gonna be one of those. Starting at the head, we have these big round white eyes with black pupils at the centers of them. Very nicely done, very nicely painted. And as you can see, those pupils do look sculpted on, so cool. The rest of Godzilla's head over here is going to feature a lot of magnificent skin detail. You can see his ears. You can see the sharpness of his very mean brow up here. I mean, heck, you turn the face to the side a little bit. You can even see the outline of his little lips over here as well. Truly magnificent stuff. Speaking of magnificent, just look at that front on shot, man. Oh, man, Goji is fierce. And from this front on shot, we can see more of that very mean angular brow. You can see his little pug nose going on here. Lots of truly magnificent detail on the skin, man. Oh, like I'm just thoroughly impressed with this. And we all know by this point, Bandai just kills it when it comes to the detail. But look at those friggin' teeth. Oh my god. This might be the best painted set of teeth I've seen on a Godzilla figure possibly ever. Well, in terms of vinyl figures, at least. Seriously, credit to where it is friggin' due with Bandai. Oh my god. The bone tannish color of the teeth, the overly pink tongue, the eyes. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. So friggin' good! Alright, let's stop fangirling and start talking about the scales on Godzilla's body, because they are magnificent. Truly nothing new for Bandai there, but you gotta appreciate it when you see it, you know what I mean? And it is over here on the legs where we're going to get a look at the paint used on the toenails and the highlights on the kneecaps over here. Very nicely done. Loving how the toenails are matching up with the claws and even the teeth to some extent. The highlights on the knees I don't think were needed, but they are a very, very welcomed inclusion to this figure. Fantastic details on the tops of the feet and on the toes, moving into the shins, kneecaps, thighs, and crotchal area. Just nothing but absolute magnificence. Moving into the Goji Grundle and the underside of the tail, we have some very minor and basic detail for the underside of the tail. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. And the same could really be said for the sides of the tail as well, but ooh, look at those dorsal fins. Hold up. I'm building up to it, I swear. We'll talk about it. Moving into the chest area, we're gonna get another little blip of highlight paint at the center over here. Again, it doesn't really feel needed, but damn does it look friggin' amazing. And now just look at these little Goji grabbers over here, man. Again, absolutely loving the paint on the claws. And loving the fact that it all just matches up with one another. Matching teeth, claw, and toe paint isn't needed to make an amazing Bandai figure, but oh boy, it is appreciated. And now let's bring Goji Boy closer so we can take a look at these friggin' dorsal fins. fins. As per usual, the dorsal fins start up on Godzilla's head, and we're actually beginning to see paint very, very early on with this figure. And as we move down, we get into the main cluster of dorsal fins over here, and man, oh man, this is awesome. Loving the detail on the dorsal fins, loving the fact that the dorsal fins are matching the toes, teeth, and fingernails, man. Just magnificent. I don't remember if they were this tannish in the movie, but I also don't really care that much because the detail, the paint, the everything, it's so friggin' good, dude. We're not gonna get too much detail on Godzilla's back, but who cares about his back when we can look at dorsal fin? Dude, that skin detail on the dorsal fins, man. Oh, it gets me every single time. Which I'm sure a majority of you have noticed. I mean, how long have some of you been watching me? A couple months? A couple years? A couple weeks? A couple days? On the real, though, this is just peak Bandai work going on over here. They did a magnificent job with 84 Goji's dorsal fins. And now moving into the tail, we can see that the tan is beginning to fade. The paint is beginning to fade, but believe it or not, the paint does follow all the way through to the tip of the tail. It's very, very faint, but you can actually see it over here, like this little ridge right here. You can see that it's got some light application on there as compared to the opposite sides of the tail. Looking very, very sweet. That is a fully painted movie monster series Godzilla 1984 figure right there, man. Oofa. Just top friggin' tier. This rating is going to be extremely obvious, but as far as paint and details go, 84 Goji over here is going to get 2 solid friggin' stars. I really have nothing else to say. Look at this thing. Look at it. Look at it. Forget me. Look at this. It's amazing. That's all there is to it. It is literally 80 degrees outside, but right here it feels like it's a cool 95. This sucks. Moving on to articulation, Godzilla can go all the way around at the head. He can move his arms in like so and out like so. I am not even going to try moving these all the way around. Please don't ask me to. I mean, I won't do it, so yeah. The arms can, of course, do that on both sides of Goji over here. And as per usual, the legs can go all the way around as well. All the way around on both sides. Nothing at the tail, though. We got the head, so there's that. That's about it for articulation. Solid star. Now let's move into some stuff that I threw into this video last minute. Now, believe it or not, this was very much news to me some time ago, but there does exist a variant of this figure, and that is the 2008 DVD box set version, complete with a Movie Monster Series tag. Very, very little info for this exists, aside from what's on the tag, and these pictures aren't exactly the greatest. They're from a listing on eBay, but take a look over here. It seems that this version of the figure has a black base coat with silver paint on the dorsal fins, the claws, the nails, and that's really cool. Really damn cool. Awesome, even, and I think this is a perfect Godzilla Store exclusive type release right here. This might be one of the coolest color schemes Bandai's thrown out, like, ever. I know it's really simple black and metallic silver, but damn, man. Where'd all this go? Why didn't you do more of this, Bandai? Shit! As another wee bonus, Albert and I traded Godzilla 1984 Cybot figures, and before I sent him mine, I snapped some comparison shots, and yowza! The paint really did vary back then. It's crazy to see how far Bandai has come since the days of the Godzilla collection, and I think these figures prove that outward. Although, sometimes these days, I do very much miss the very hand-painted feeling on these things, as sometimes some of the newer figures really do, like, give off machine-painted vibes, and sometimes it just doesn't work all that well. Anyway, size comparison time. One of the very best vinyl figures from Bandai's vaults, easily. Sculpt, paint, hell, even articulation. This guy really has it all. Except a wide release, since Bandai seems to like keeping him exclusive to something, be it a memorial box or a DVD box set, whatever. It's a shame, really, but it does make the figure all the more special. Here's to hoping the Movie Monster Series gives this guy a much-deserved and long overdue wide release at some point soon, but I guess I shouldn't hold my breath for that one at all. King Kong vs. Godzilla just turned 60 last week, and we haven't heard a dang thing from Bandai or Toho about them dropping a 62 Godzilla or 62 Kong figure for the Movie Monster Series, so Yeah, guess I owe you a good old Italian dinner there, Gamer Mina. But anyway, this figure is amazing. Albert, you are amazing for sending all 3 of these lovely figures on over to me, my guy. Thank you so much. And all of you who are still watching this video are equally as amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this 3-video journey. And now we can move back into regularly scheduled content, random stuff on Mondays, Godzilla on Fridays, at least until all the new stuff from August comes in, and I will see you all then and there. Have a lovely day, all of y'all. Hope all is well, and I'll see you next week. Peace.